Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and today I am back with my June 2021 favorites and empties video. You guys used to love these and I'm happy I'm bringing them back this month so that you guys can see what I've been loving, so I can hear what you've been loving in the comments, and of course the empties that I've had throughout the month of June. And as we head into July, be on the lookout for things you love so you can tell me at the end of July what you've loved in the next one. So let's jump into it. I had a ton of empties this month, so we'll start there. And one of my favorites this month was, because of all those empties, the project that I got to work on, which was my Montana's Traveler's Notebook. So as you guys know, or if you haven't known, I worked on this all month in June and I completed it. Yes, I did. So this is the only second attempt that I had at working on this album. And I did it. I finished it, which I still can't believe is real and has happened, but you can check out all the Montana videos in my June 2021 playlist, as well as my Montana vlogs, which are on my channel now, and those will be linked down below as well. But this little guy here, this little thick traveler's notebook, is now complete and was definitely my favorite project of the month. Really the only project I worked on that month besides one card that I made, but my favorite project nonetheless. So moving from that, all the empties I had this month. So I had a ton of empties. These empties ranged from wood veneer, from stickers, puffy stickers, flare even. And to get started here, I'll just start shuffling through them. So first I finished off this Wild Whisper wood veneer set, which were little airplanes, originally set up 4, but I did use those up. Next up, a We Are Memory Keepers puffy sticker set. This one was from the High Five collection. Really cute collection, but I used those up. One Canoe 2's Goldenrod collection. This was the small sticker sheet, which is 2 pages, both of which are now completely empty. Freckled Fawn enamel hearts. Love me some enamel hearts. So that little package now is empty, which we love to see. Scrap and Happy Studio Flare. I used all 9 of these. I believe I used 3 or 4, or maybe even 5 in the actual notebook project that I just showed you. So my Traveler's Notebook does have a little bit of lump and bump, but not too much, because their flare from Scrap and Happy Studio are nice and thin, the nice epoxy flare. We love them. Next up is a Fancy Pants puffy dot sticker set, similar to enamel dots, but just puffy stickers instead, which I love these. I think they're one of the only companies that makes them like this, and I adore them so very much. Freckled Fawn label set. Of course, you guys know me and my labels. I adore labels, so I finished those up. And lastly, the biggest item of this month that I used up, which I'm still surprised happened, was the One Canoe 2 6x12 sticker sheet, which is technically a 12x12 sticker sheet, but nonetheless, we used it all up, which is absolutely crazy and absolutely rolls into my next favorite, which was the Goldenrod collection from One Canoe 2. And as I talked about in all of my videos, I don't have much of it left now. This is pretty much the only piece that I have left. So this is the Goldenrod 6x6. I'm going to keep it. I love it. It's adorable. I have 2 pieces of ephemera left, so that'll be another empty, I'm sure, someday. I actually threw out the packaging because I'm just not going to keep 2 pieces of ephemera in a collection I knew and love. It's the bicycle and it's a trowel, so we'll see where those end up. They're definitely some oddball pieces, but I think we can make it work. But this was definitely a favorite and a joy of mine to work with, so I'm super happy that I got a chance to work with it and use so much of it up in the same month. Like, that's just unheard of for me. And now diving into some entertainment favorites. This is something that I think is really important for me to share because I consume a ton of media, whether it's music, podcasts, movies, YouTube, shows, whatever it is. I want to share it with you guys of what I've consumed the most of this month, or what I've really enjoyed this month. So in June, one of my favorite YouTubers I got to watch was named Bailey J. I've talked about her before. She's a wonderful artist, and she has 2 cats that I also love to watch in her videos, and she lives in Canada. So I'll have her channel linked down below. She does a lot of digital art, a lot of physical art, painting. She has a shop where she makes pins and all these other fun goodies that you can buy. So I'll have her link down below, but I absolutely adore her videos. I think they're really fun. They're like sort of like those behind the scenes videos that I create over on my Patreon. So if you're a patron and know of those, she does those on her channel, which are super duper fun, and I've always loved them. Moving on into additional entertainment, I really love the In the Heights movie. And if you guys have not seen In the Heights before, it is a musical, and it was just so spectacular, and I love all the music from it before. Obviously, I've never seen it on Broadway because I haven't had the chance to, but it was everything I wanted it to be, and it was a beautiful, just absolutely beautiful to see a movie on the big screen. And it was definitely weird being back in a movie theater, but I can't wait to do it again. I'm glad that the movie theater wasn't sold out or anything. There was still a lot of space available. There was no one in my row. So it was a really, really, really fun time, and I highly recommend you guys go see it. And then lastly, for entertainment, I have something that may be off the beaten path for a lot of you, but many of you might remember the Bridgerton series that came out on Netflix. They're working on the second season, which coordinates with all the books that are written. But there is a sort of thing being developed right now called Bridgerton the Musical, and these two ladies are working on it together, and it is absolutely stunning. One, her singing's absolutely beautiful. Two, the songs are amazing if you understand the storyline from the show. Highly recommend checking it out on YouTube. It's also on TikTok and Instagram. You can check it out at any of those places. Just type in Bridgerton the Musical. I adore the songs. I sing them all the time, and people often wonder what the heck I'm singing because it's not anywhere specific yet. The full musical is not written yet or official yet, but it is definitely one of those things that came out of a fan base for a show and for books, and it just developed into this big thing. And I know there's a big following for it, so if you haven't checked it out yet, highly recommend. If you were a fan of Bridgerton or a fan of musicals, check it out. And I'll try to have the playlist linked down below so you guys can hear all the songs that they've written so far and released so far. Again, nothing's finalized. It's all a work in progress that they're sharing with their audience and their community that they've created for Bridgerton the Musical. But it was definitely a very cool experience to see how they worked through the process, which again, they have all those types of videos that they've captured as well, the whole entire process. I have one last crafty favorite this month, and you guys might be able to guess what it is if you've watched a ton of my different Traveler's Notebook process videos, but it is this right here. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge proponent and lover of washi tape, using it on every single page that I can. And these washi tapes are specific to this particular favorite because they're grid style washi tapes. So these, I just filled out a couple colors here, but they're these nice block grids. And what I love about them is they are perfect for layering. They are perfect for creating the base of a cluster, just to add a little something to the page that's not a huge pattern, not too much contrast. Several of these are actually white lines, but I do have some that are black lines as well. So I think it's really, really fun idea. And I got these for Christmas last year, and I have been loving them ever since I finally put them in with my other washi tape. I often forgot about them because I put them in like the special washi tape category, which is not as close to my desk because I knew I was going to love them so much because I wanted them to be special because they were new and exciting. But instead I finally put them into my colored washi tape organization, and I reach for them all the time, absolutely all the time. And in fact, I actually started using them in July as well. So if you see these come back in July, you'll know that they're going to be well worth the investment. And there are several places you can get these. I'm not sure where my dad got these for me for Christmas, but I've also seen them at The Crafted Life. I've got some there. They also have them at the Masking Tape. The brand Masking Tape makes some of them, and there's just so many colors to choose from. I am so glad I have so many. Now, before we round out with my last favorite of the month, I want to make sure I ask you guys what you've enjoyed in the month of June or lately. Please leave me a comment down below in the comments so that I can know what you guys have been up to and have been loving, whether it's crafty, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's entertainment. I want to know if you're listening to a podcast or a new album, whatever it may be. And I want to share with you guys my last favorite, which is an activity I got to do in the month of June, and it was go to Volcano Bay. Now, if you don't know, I live in Orlando, Florida now, and I'm close to all the theme parks. And one of the places I have never been before was Volcano Bay, which is Universal's water park. And it's a unique water park with a giant volcano in the middle of it with slides throughout it and all this super fun stuff. And it's also a unique water park because you actually wear a band where you tap in to wait for the ride, so you don't have to physically stand in a very long wait as normal. So it was a super fun experience. I'll put some photos up here for you guys to see what it looked like, and I can't wait to scrapbook that. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a traveler's notebook for it or if I want to do like a little 4x4 mini album, because it was just a fun day. But I don't have a ton of photos because it's a water park, and therefore I don't have my phone on me a majority of the time, which was also super nice to just unplug for the day, leave it in the locker, and just have fun on all the water slides and the wave pool and all of that fun stuff. But that was definitely one of my favorite adventures in June. And hopefully throughout July, you guys will be seeing more of my vlogged adventures from when my dad got to visit in April. We did a ton of fun stuff, which as you guys begin to travel and do your day trips again, make sure you're documenting those memories. I know it seems hard because you want to enjoy the moments because we've lost so many moments over the past year, but it's also really important that you capture those moments. Even if they're not good photos, even if it's just weird video clips, whatever it is you can capture will be really important to you in the long run. So just make sure that you're capturing a little bit of it, then you can enjoy the rest of it. But that's all for my favorites this month. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of all the empties, all the favorites, or any of these favorites, your favorites too. And of course, leave me what you're loving lately down below in the comments, because I always find very interesting things each month when I used to do these videos. So I'm really happy that they're back and I can now share with you guys my favorites each month. But again, let me know in the comments down below what you've been loving, and I'll be sure to respond to ask you more questions or tell you that I already love that item too. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss a single upload. But thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!